My project is baggage tracking system in airlines, and the main idea is each and every bag that is entering the flight is attached with RFID tags, and RFID readers are placed at the places where there is a probability of passing of luggage, and RFID readers will pass through it, and these are scanned by the reader, and the RFID reader authenticates whether it's a valid bag or not. And for this I'm using two Raspberry Pis and an Arduino. It's an Arduino Uno, and the communication between the two Pis will occur using UDP protocol, and the communication between Arduino Uno and the Raspberry Pi 1, which is my main Raspberry Pi, is done using USB cable. And the first Raspberry Pi is attached to the RFID reader, buzzer, and the two LEDs, and the Raspberry Pi 2 is attached to the LCD display, and the Arduino Uno is connected to the load cell, and this is HX711 weight sensor. It amplifies the weight that comes from the load cell. And now I'll run the code. Before running this, I have to run the code for the Raspberry Pi 2, which will continuously be receiving the data. So if I run, it starts receiving the data, and now I'll run my main program. So it is asking me to scan the tag, and now this is the valid tag. If I scan this, the green LED will be glown and a message will be received by the passenger, and I'll receive an email notification now. And the information here is that the first one is the unique ID that is provided to the tag, and this 244 is the total number of correct bags that enter the flight till now, and this is a success person. And now if I scan the wrong ID, green LED will be glown there with a buzzer sound, and the wrong baggage output is displayed on the LCD. And now this number is a unique ID that is provided to the tag, and these are the total number of wrong baggages that entered the flight till now, and this is again the success ratio, which decreased with some value. And this is the load cell. The load cell is connected to the Arduino, and the main idea is that this Arduino should be connected to the Raspberry Pi 1 and the output should be displayed there, but for now I am showing you in the Arduino. This is the program for the Arduino Uno, and now if I run this program, these are the random generated values which indicates that your load cell is working. Now if I apply the weight on the load cell, these values will be increasing. These values will be increasing in proportion to the weight that applied on the cell, and if the difference between the value now and the value and the default value previously is more than the preset value that is set by the airlines, then it indicates that the bag is overweight and that should be removed from the flight. And in order to indicate this, I connected it with the red LED, which glows when apply weight on the load cell, the excess weight, and this is how it works. So okay, this is how the baggage tracking system works, and this is the database that I use to store the data. There are two collections in this. The first one is it stores the data, and the second one is the count the number of correct bags and the wrong bags that enter the flight. So here are the details of the passengers, and each ID is assigned to them. You can modify and delete them whenever you want. And this collection is for the number of right bags and the wrong bags. P count is the number of the correct bags, and N count is the number of the negative bags that entered the flight. And here is the ratio of the percentage. This changes each day as I call the date function here. And this is how the baggage tracking system works.